What's going on, guys? How's everybody doing? Trying to get this mic to work right, guys. Can you guys hear me? Can you guys hear me? Awesome. All right, guys. What is going on? Jeffrey, what's going on, man? How you doing, brother? How you doing, you? Barry? Mr. Huffins, how you doing? Eric, my man. Reckham Roy's in here. What's up, Rec? Victor, I see you, buddy. Just waiting for some people to start trickling in. Eric, how's it going, man? Just waiting for people to trickle in. Where's Skip at? Where's Skip? Skip should be in here any minute, you guys. RC Weaving, Reckham, Roy's, Ruffin. Let's see. Yeah, RC Weaving, you were completely right about that pen being pretty universal. That screw. I was able to mount my camera right on the tripod. Uncle Bob in here. Yep. Excuse me, guys. Paul, how you doing? Oh, RC Weaving, you're were you 82nd or 101st? Better late than never. That's right. Oh, no shit. Okay. I was a combat engineer, actually. I was a 12 Bravo. I didn't do airborne, but I did do air assault. Just down the road from the 82nd. Yep. You got all right, Roy. That's fine. That's fine, Roy. You're all set. You're good, man. There's Skip. All right, Skip. I gotta fix you real quick. There you go. Wayne, how you doing, buddy? Numbers are climbing, man. I didn't expect to have this many people in. That's cool. Wayne, how you doing, buddy? There you are. there's my buddy Skip. 18 steadily trickling in, guys. I appreciate you guys joining me tonight, man. I really didn't have too high of expectations for the amount of people that were going to come in, but that's cool, man. We'll get more and more each week. More and more each week, I'm sure. 18 watching. That's, oh my God, that's good, man. Oh, I see it. Okay, now, okay, so I see it now. We've been running for 6 minutes, about 7 minutes, and I can see it up here, 18. That's cool. All right. It was kind of hidden because the background's white here. I see that now. All right, I'll give it a couple more minutes here, you guys, and then we're gonna get it. We're gonna jump into it. Where's the monkey pants? So I bought 2 shirts from Ryan's store there. He bought one for me, and then I paid for another one. And I got the stick of monkey pants shirt, and then I got this one. And Kyle has confiscated the stick of monkey pants shirt. So I was wearing it earlier, and he's like, "Hey," he's like, "That's mine." How many planes so far? Oh my God. Just in this room, that's not in counting. There's probably about 3 or 4 out in the living room. Actually, there's 5 out in the living room. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, about 27, almost 30, probably about 30 planes almost. Almost like 28 to 30. If you count the Dynam 262 over there sitting in the corner, that's kind of out of commission right now. Yeah, we're right around 30 planes. Oh, sorry, 31 and 32, you guys. I got over here, I've got the Stinger 90 that we're putting the JP fan in, and then the Flex Innovation FlexJet sitting right here too that I just did an unbox on last night. So far, I have not flown the Stinger 90 and I have not flown the FlexJet yet, so take that into consideration. My favorite planes out of everything that I've flown, it's going to have to be that Avani and this L39. As far as my prop planes go, I've got a FMS 1500 millimeter P47 sitting over there. It's right next to the intruder. You kind of can't see it. That is probably my favorite prop plane to fly, besides the Focke-Wulf back here. Oh yeah, so yeah, we're over 30 planes because there's a Tempest behind here too, you guys. I've got the Dynam Tempest behind here. My most expensive plane would have to be that Hangar 9 P-51 up there. I probably got, probably close to 80 hours and about $3,000 into that thing. So it's a pretty nice one. It's pretty nice. I take that back. No, I don't take that back, because the retracts on that thing alone for the tail wheel and the mains, you're paying almost $800, $650 to $800 for that set. Not to mention the shipping and all that shit. So yeah, it's those are expensive planes to get into. And then once you build it, you're scared of it. You don't want to fly it, because you don't want to see all that time and all that effort that you put into one of those big giant balsa planes, giant scale planes. I mean, that thing standing on its prop end on end is 7 feet tall, you guys. That thing's 7 feet from the tip of the prop hub or the spinner to the back of the rudder is like 7 feet long. It's got a 6 foot wingspan. It's ridiculous. It's absolutely ridiculous. But yeah, other than that, now my favorite military plane to fly, besides the Raptor, I like that little Raptor up there. That's kind of fun. But the Freewing 262, you guys, that's that thing is absolutely amazing. The version 2 of that is amazing. Skip's got the version 1. So the funny story. So Skip, me and Skip talk a little bit from time to time, and he tells me the story of when he bought his Freewing 262, right? So he buys his Freewing 262, and it's still the version 1. He gets his in the mail, puts it all together, he has it and builds it, and then maybe he said it was a month or a couple of weeks after that, the version 2 comes out, and it's got all the upgraded features, the upgraded ESCs, the upgraded fans. So yeah, kind of a funny story there. But yeah, Skip's actually got the original, one of the original version 1s of that plane. So that's a piece of history right there. That's a piece of Motion RC history to have one from that early time. Yeah, absolutely. You guys get over. I mean, probably most of you guys that are in the chat right now or in the live stream right now, most of you guys know about Skip Built RC and Jeff's Custom RC and Eric Rogers with Shadow Op RC. You guys need to get over and give those guys a sub if you haven't already. Super guys, man. They're really good people, really nice people. Can't say enough about all three of those guys. I tell you what, man, we all need to, for all of us that have been in the game for a little while here, Jeff's coming for us, man. Jeff is coming for us. He's thrown the gloves off, and he's coming for us. Levon's been talking to me about this FMS P40 for a while, man. I've watched a lot of videos on it, Levon. Every time I go to look at it to buy it, something else comes up. That's basically all it is. That's basically all it is that, like, I could have bought it this month, and I was like, I'll go to the hobby store, see what they have. They didn't have one there. Had they have had one there, I might have honestly given it a shot. But I walk around the corner, and they've got this FlexJet here for like $100 under MSRP, dude. So I was like, you got to be kidding me. I'm definitely going to take the FlexJet for now. $100 less than where you can get it anywhere else, you guys. I mean, I couldn't beat the price. I did an unbox on it. Everything's there. Yeah, I know. I've watched a lot of people flying that P40. RC Reviewer, the RC Reviewer guy, RC Informer. Not only is he an awesome dude, but I watched his flight on that that P40, and I have to say that I was really impressed with what I was seeing. And that's on 4S, right, Levon? That P40 is a 4S, I think, isn't it? I can't remember. I think it is a 4S. I'm pretty sure it is. All right, I think we've waited long enough. Let's get my meathead brother on the phone, and he's going to tell us a little bit about what it was like to go to jump school. I'm actually kind of excited. I've never talked to him about this at all. Me and him, we've never really talked about each other's military careers to one another at all. So this will be kind of funny. There was a long period of time where me and my brother, well, we just kind of separate. You know, you kind of go do your own thing, and then I was doing my own thing, and also looking after my little brother. My little brother, he's a pain in the ass, and he needs constant surveillance and attention. So that kind of pushed me away from all my other brothers, just because I needed to take care of him and focus on him. But let's get Meathead on the phone.
Hey, yo, man.
What's going on, man?
I just sent you a message in your stream. I was like, you got me for 20 minutes, bro.
I got you for 20 minutes? All right, so there you go, guys. There's my brother. There's Ray. So yeah, guy. I won't even take that much of your time, Ray. You don't have to tell me anything about basic training in AIT. I went through that shit too. So we'll just go with is jump school for the 82nd Airborne? That's your MOS, right? Was that your MOS, or did you have an MOS? Like say I was combat engineer. So what were you like? So you had.
I was air defense. So my MOS was 14 Juliet, which is it's called C4I, Command Control Computers and Communications and Information Systems, which is a big ass acronym, which just meant that I could understand what the fuck I was reading. That was it.
Okay, I got you. So you get done with basic training, you get done with your 14 Juliet school there, your basically your like I did school for engineering, you did school for that. So you left there, and then you get to jump school. What's the first thing you do when the bus pulls up at jump school? Is it like basic training where they rush you off and?
First of all, I got there at like 2 o'clock in the morning. We flew there, and then we met up at the. You can kind of tell who's getting ready to go.
Mm-hmm.
You know, we're all at the same gate, getting ready to go. You fly into Atlanta. So we flew into Atlanta, and then we ended up taking a bus into Fort Benning. And then I ended up getting there at like 2 o'clock in the morning, and then like nobody was around.
Right.
So you had, you know, like your command quarters, you know, your command quarters guys. So you go and check in the TQ desk there.
Mm-hmm.
And then they tell you, you know, basically where you're going to be, what barracks you're going to stay in. And then went to the barracks and passed the fuck out because I was exhausted.
I bet you were, man. I bet you were.
I got there. I got there on a Friday, right?
Okay.
On Friday. We basically just hang out for the weekend. Jump school started on Monday.
Gotcha.
So we hung out for the weekend, hit up the mall, did stupid stuff. And then Monday is when it started. Like, from the moment you get up until the moment you go to sleep, you're running, you're going, doing something. And everywhere you go, you got to be in what they call an airborne shuffle. So everywhere you go and I'm talking about duty hours. So, you know, from 05 to close of business.
Right, gotcha. Like 3, 4 o'clock. Yeah, gotcha.
So if they saw you anywhere, you had to be running. So during the 3 weeks of jump school, I lost probably close to 20 pounds because I couldn't eat anything, because I went from Fort Bliss, which was kind of like an arid climate, to Fort Benning, which was like a very humid climate. So
yeah,
nonstop.
Mm-hmm.
I couldn't eat anything in the DFAC because it was like I basically just ate fruit and like yogurt, something that I knew that I would be able to keep in my stomach because you're running all the time.
Yep.
So yeah, they just, you know.
I did the same thing when I got to AIT. So when I got to AIT, the only thing that I ever ate, I woke up in the morning, I would eat a banana and a bowl of Rice Krispies with no sugar and skim milk. That's what I had every morning, religiously every morning. And we were in Gulfport, Mississippi. So those runs in Gulfport, Mississippi, when the humidity is just as much as the temperature is, you lose weight fast, man. When I got out of basic training, I weighed 225. By the time I left AIT, I weighed 168. So you do the math. I was 168 when I left to go to dive school, and then I put the weight back on again in dive school. They actually let you eat like a king there, so whatever you want, same as basic training. But AIT, all that running, like you said, like you just said, all that airborne shuffle, whatever you guys had to do there, all that running. I feel you, man. I feel you. And you were in what's that? Where's Fort Bragg? Where's that? Is that South Carolina or North Carolina?
So I was with A2, so I got stationed at Fort Bragg, North Carolina.
North Carolina. I'll say Fort. Okay, so that's Fayetteville, right?
Yep.
That's Fayetteville. Okay. Yep. Awesome, dude. Okay, so let's get to the good stuff, dude. So obviously you're doing how many weeks of training before you actually do your jump, your first jump?
First jump?
Your first jump.
Yeah, jump school, I mean, it may be different now. I don't know. When I went through, you had ground week, power week, and jump week. So ground week was basically they ran the dog shit out of you and taught you how to land. You built up your neck muscles, like they would always have you doing like you have to like lay on your stomach and lay on your side. They would have all these little neck exercises that you'd have to use for so you have to keep your helmet on to help build neck muscles up. Because they can teach you how to, it's called a PLF, a parachute landing ball. They can teach you how to PLF all day, but it's feet ass head. It doesn't matter how hard, like how much you practice your landing, you hit feet ass head every time. I think out of all my jumps, I probably hit the ground, and I'm not. When I say soft, I mean like to where it didn't knock the air out of me. I probably landed soft maybe a dozen times.
You were a big guy, man.
The rest of them were, yeah.
You were a big dude.
The lightest I ever was about 225.
And that's heavy.
So, yeah. So there was something while I was in that said that the average paratrooper hits the ground at 40 miles an hour.
Okay.
Right?
Yep.
Well, when they say average paratrooper, they're talking about 200 pounds and less.
160 to 200, yeah.
I hit the ground at about 45-ish plus miles an hour.
Yeah.
So what does that mean? That means stand on the roof of a car, go 45 miles an hour, and jump off the roof of the car.
And then land on your feet and roll.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You learn how to crumple your body. That's all it is. You learn how to crumple your body. You don't fight. It's called fighting the fall. You don't fight the fall.
You just roll up.
That's how you get hurt.
Yep. That makes sense. Okay, now for the good part. That first jump. Tell me about it, man. I'm excited for this, man, because I did want to do airborne. I got offered airborne, but I decided to take the dive school instead. It actually kind of made me a little nervous, and I ain't gonna lie to you, man. I was a bit scared even thinking about doing it, man, because I just had visions of myself and that parachute not opening, or some dipshit coming over my, or under me and taking my wind or taking my air, and and I collapse and stuff, and having to try to pull a reserve chute or something like that. You do get a reserve chute, don't you?
Yeah, you get a reserve.
You get a reserve. Okay, that's what I thought. So yeah, I didn't want to do it. It made me nervous. I'm be honest with you. I was a little bit of a candy ass when it came to that. But and you know me, dude. I've always had a fear of heights.
Like if people now say, here's the thing, I had a total of 66 jumps.
66 jumps.
I had 66 jumps. So those were a combination of, I had blacktop jumps, I had C-130 jumps, I had 141 jumps, I had C-17 jumps. I had two jumps out of a C-5.
Nice, dude.
The cool thing about those jumps were the slowest. Okay, so So here's interesting knowledge about the jumping out of a C5, right? So a C5 is cargo plane. So the slowest that the C5 can go to maintain flight is the fastest that you're allowed to exit a paratrooper at.
And that's what? Is that under 100 miles an hour or over?
Something miles an hour.
It's 100 and something miles an hour. It has to be over 100 and something miles an hour.
It's like 200 something miles an hour. It's like
200 and something. Jesus.
Yeah. So when you're jumping out, the plane, the slowest that plane can go to maintain its flight capability is the fastest, and it's unclassified. Fastest unclassified that you're allowed to exit a paratrooper at. So what does that mean? That means they fucking lie to you.
Yeah.
And they're shooting you out of that goddamn plane at faster than 200 something miles an hour. Because on both, because we did back-to-back C5 jumps. So the first jump that I did out of the C5, like I literally thought I broke my fucking back. That's how fast my chute opened up. Like I felt. You ever like lay on your stomach and have somebody push on your back real hard? You get that whole crack down your back.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I do it to Hannah. I do it to Hannah all the time. She lays down on her.
If you've ever been put on like a compression table,
and
they yoke you over, they pull on you.
Pull your leg over.
Every vertebrae in your back open up.
Yeah, I do. I actually still do that. I still go to a chiropractor to have my back done. Yeah, I know. Yeah.
Oh yeah, they do lie to you about elevation too. I jumped into it's called McGregor Range. It's out in Fort Bliss, Texas. So part of air defense. So you have my guys, which we're air defense guys. So we were radar guys. But then you also have the 14th Sierras, which were the Stinger missile guys.
Oh, okay.
So we would go out to McGregor Range to do live fires. They would fire the Stinger missiles, right?
Oh, I've seen one of those go off.
We jumped into McGregor Range. We jumped into Fort Bliss. Well, the messed up part about it is, so they own, when you're in the air, right, they get a knot reading of the wind. Right?
Okay, yeah.
So they're only allowed to exit you at I think 15 knots is the max that they're allowed to exit you at. It may be different now. I don't remember exactly what it was. I remember jumping at 15 knots and getting blown all over the fucking ground zone.
Yeah.
But I remember we were jumping. So basically it was a 4-hour flight. So we're in a C-130, mind you. Now C-130, it's like basically everybody's nuts to butt. Like everybody, it's a cramped fucking ride. It's not like a C-17 or a 141. It's a cramped ride. So we're in that bird for 4 hours. Actually, I think it was closer to 5 hours. And the doors open up, so we're like, all right, finally, get to get out of here, right?
Mm-hmm.
So they turn around, they blow 25 knots at us. So like, there's no way they're gonna push us at 25 knots, right? So they do the little hand signal that they're gonna do a circle around. They're gonna do a like basically a circle.
Okay. Yeah. No. Yeah. That makes sense. Yeah.
See if the wind drops at all.
Mm-hmm.
So, like we did the circle, and then you're talking maybe 5-10 minutes it took us to do the circle.
Mm-hmm.
Then he comes back and blows 10 knots at us, and we're like, "There's no fucking way that wind dropped that fast."
No, what they did was they turned downwind, dude, so that it read 10 knots, and then they turned back upwind and shoved you guys out.
What they didn't want to do, they didn't want to spend 5 hours in the aircraft just to scratch a jump. So they said, "Fuck it, push them out."
Oh God.
So we had guys landing all over the fucking place, and I ended up landing on top of a yucca tree, and I thought I just bruised my ass. Well, I was sitting at the CQ desk that night, and I was like, "Man, there's something going on." Well, that night I went to take a shower, and I went to dry my ass off, and something snagged like on the
Thanks, Ryan.
And I was like, "What the hell is that?" So all of a sudden, like I reached back, and there was a piece of yucca thorn sticking out of my ass. So I tried to yank on it, and it wasn't going nowhere. So I went to the hospital. I went to the ER, and they pulled a piece of yucca thorn out of my ass about 4.5 inches.
God damn, man.
That tree had like dug off in my ass cheek. that's what was giving me the bruising.
Holy shit, bro. See, now this is some shit I didn't hear. See, like I was telling people in my unbox last night and on the pre-stream that I was doing, like we never really talk about what we did in the military to one another. It's never anything that we ever talked about, you know.
No.
It's just, you know, it's just been one of those just untold things. You know, I know you did your thing, I did my thing, and I just it's cool to hear this, man, because this is some cool shit that I never knew my brother did, man. That's awesome, man. That's cool, man. That's awesome. You had a 4-inch thorn stuck in your fucking ass and you didn't know it.
Straight up from the cheek meat, dude.
In your cheek meat?
Straight up in the cheek meat.
Oh man.
4 inches of yucca in the cheek meat.
Oh my god, man. So yeah, there's another guy in here. His name's RC Weaving. That's his handle online. He's another YouTuber as well, and he was actually airborne too. He was an engineer, combat engineer, airborne.
307. 307 engineer.
What is RC Weaving still in here? Weaving, what was it again? You what was it that you said? What was your? He said he was just south or 27th. 27th.
Where's the 27th at?
He said it was right near you somewhere. Where was that? You said north or south of Bragg? He said next to All American. He said.
So was he part of 18th Airborne Corps?
Was that the 18th Airborne Corps? He says it's the 27th. So
that's just his unit. Yeah, he's 18th Airborne Corps. He's the Dragon. He's part of the Dragon. So my unit, 3488, actually isn't even part of 82nd anymore. I think they're part of 18th Airborne Corps now, if I'm not mistaken.
You're probably right. I have no idea.
Yeah, they don't even. So my unit, I don't know if Weaving remembers or not, but basically when you first get to 82nd, you go to 82nd. It's called 82nd reception.
Mm-hmm.
So reception for 82nd was like right on the other end of the barracks from where my actual barracks were.
Okay.
So I was in between Gruber and Ardennes, right there and then 307th engineer was right across the field from us. So we had 13th to mine. He said it was right near the old hospital there. Old hospital off of Long Street. Probably. He said it was the old hospital. So the old hospital is not the new hospital. So where was the new hospital at? He was near the old one. Yeah. So you're probably right. You're probably right. He's probably 18. Yeah. Yeah, that's cool, man.
Awesome, brother.
Yeah, I mean, I still have buddies of mine that are down there. Most of them have already gone. A couple of them have gone to SF. So they're with the SF, the 7th group that's down there.
Yes, 18th he is. He says, yeah, 18th he was. Yeah. Nice, man. That's cool. So you guys stomped on some of the same ground together, man. That's pretty cool.
When was he there?
Weaving, what years were you there?
I was there 2000 to 2004.
Yep. No, yeah, you went right after me, Ray. I was in early 2000 is when I finished up.
Yeah.
And then I was done with dive training by.
Oh no, I'm sorry. That's my years of start. I was at Bragg from 2001 to 2004.
Yeah. See, so I was there. I was done with my training, everything. I went in April, and I didn't get out until almost Christmas time is when I came home.
Yeah.
Well, it was was it Thanksgiving? I think it was Thanksgiving. I think it was November.
Weren't you with the engineering unit?
I was with an engineer unit. So I started out as an engineer, and then I went to a forward pursuit unit and was an 88 Mike, which is a truck driver. And then I switched back to engineers, but when I switched back to engineers, I went as a 51 Bravo, which is a carpentry masonry specialist, which is just a more laid back job. There was no combat engineer involved in it. We did the same thing combat engineers did, but we got to sit in the butt hut more. Basically, that's what we did. We kept them butt huts warm, dude. That's what we did, man, for the longest time, man. That's what we did. That's. I mean, it kind of sucks to say that, but for the most part, yeah, man. I would have rather have done something more opportunistic with the dive part of my training. I ended up actually out qualifying for that. Like, I was supposed to go requal, and my platoon sergeant had something against me. I don't know what it was. Not my platoon sergeant, but the one right underneath him. So you got your platoon sergeant, and then, well, actually, he was just one of the squad leaders. Actually, to be honest, Sergeant Carrasco. He was just an E6, one of the squad leaders. But he wasn't even my squad leader. He was like the squad leader, like 3 squads back. Like he was like 4th squad. We were 1st squad. So yeah, he was 4th and we were 1st. And he was like best friends with the platoon sergeant, Sergeant Hurtado. And then Sergeant Hurtado was telling Captain Knighting, who was our CO, he was like, no, don't let him go. Because there's some stuff going on with him. And I was like, look, I need to go requal. If I don't get out of Alaska like soon, I'm gonna go nuts. I hated Alaska. I hated everything about that place. You're -60 degrees, man. And that's from January all the way through February and then the beginning of March. That's some cold ass shit, bro. And it's dark 24 hours a day. You get like a little bit of light, like right at the first, like noontime. And then it's right pitch black again. I couldn't take it, man. The cabin fever, like you think cabin fever where I live in Maine is bad? No, dude. Cabin fever in Alaska, well, that's the epitome of cabin fever. That place. That is. And I was looking for, you get to go requal back in Panama City Beach. Hell yeah, I want to go to Panama City Beach. Let me out of here. Let me get out of here, man. Nope, wouldn't let me do it. Wouldn't let me go. And not to mention, they started talking about how the unit was going to deploy and they couldn't have me somewhere else that they were going to deploy and da-da-da-da-da. So I actually had to dequal from diving, which means that technically I wasn't even supposed to be wearing my pin or my patch anymore.
So I see we've been talking about jumping. So I've jumped one time in the snow. We jumped into Fort Drum, New York, a couple days before Christmas. And
you hear that?
The cool thing I remember about that jump was it was like snowing, like not blizzard, but it was snowing. Like it had fat ass snowflakes coming down, and I was coming down at the same speed as the snowflakes, so it looked like the snowflakes were standing still. It was fucking wicked looking.
Bro, yeah, Skip. I see Skip in the chat here. Skip.
We hit the drop zone, and the drop zone was covered with about 2 feet of snow.
Well, that's a nice landing, huh?
Yeah, wasn't bad.
That's a nice one. That's a fluffy one.
Then you gotta scrape through that shit.
Yeah, then you gotta dig yourself out of it, and you made a bigger hole than most.
Yeah. No, I jumped in drum. We jumped into some air show in Arkansas, which I almost took my damn shit out on a. So there was a runway, like it was an air show, like at this small little, like fucking jet port or whatever. So we jumped in, and like I was coming down. You know, you do all your checks and everything. I released my rock and did all that shit, and then for whatever reason, like the lights on the edge of the runway. Like I didn't see it because they're just like little
like little lamp posts. Yeah, they're like little metal lamp posts.
The little lamp post like thing.
Yeah.
Right? Well, I guess it was because of the angle of my rock or whatever, but I just didn't see it. And I'm coming straight in because it was like grass and runways, and like the center portion was like more grass, and that's what I was trying to aim for.
Yeah.
Nope. I had to
nope.
foot to avoid that damn lamp. The little light area, the little light stick thing, I fucking landed right on the goddamn tarmac.
I'll be damn, man.
Yeah,
that was pain. That's pain.
That jump definitely hurt. That left me bruised.
For like permanently.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel you, man.
It was like I hit feet rolled over onto my elbow and then ended up on my shoulder, the back of my shoulder, and just kind of skidded a little bit.
Oh,
and,
man.
Yeah.
Damn,
you gotta be
son.
a fucking tough guy because you got hundreds of people watching you.
Bro, we've been out of the military for years. And we've never talked to each other about, I mean, we never really went into any kind of detail on anything. Like,
Well, yeah, we also haven't really talked that much either. Dave.
no, I know we don't talk a lot, man. I know. It's because I've been taking care of Chad, man. I was just telling people in the chat how I kind of got pushed away from you because I'm dealing with Jackass. And yeah, man, I apologize for that.
I left y'all to your shit. You know what I mean? Like that's a whole other podcast, bro.
I know exactly. Yeah, man. I'm telling you, Chad's a handful, bro. He's a handful, man. He's a full-time fucking job, man. He really is. I hate to say that about my little brother, man, but he is a full-time job. He's 36 years old, 35 years old, whatever he is now. He's gonna be 35, and he's still 15 in his head. You know what I mean? It's like.
Well, he's learning disabled, David.
I know he's got the learning disability. I know he was slow growing up and stuff, but he's not. He doesn't have mental retardation. I know he probably had some type of form of like Asperger's or something.
He definitely has a form of autism.
He definitely has some type of like autism. Yeah. He's high functioning, all right. He is. Yeah. He's high functioning, but yeah, man, he's a handful. He's a handful, man. And it just got to the point where I just, like I said, he said some pretty cruel things to me on Facebook, and I just said, well, if that's the way it's gonna be, Chad, that's the way it's gonna be. I said, then I'll go devote my time somewhere else, somewhere where it probably should have been in the first place, talking about you, of course. And boy, that pissed him off even more. And,
Yeah, C-17 is a Cadillac, dude. Whenever we get the green ramp and we found out we were jumping to C-17, it was like a goddamn weight taken off your shoulder. Like it went from, we gotta fucking jump this, bro. I cannot wait to jump this shit down. So yeah.
So what's the difference? C-17, slower speed, da.
No, it's a lot more fucking compartment room. Like you got more room inside.
Oh yeah, okay.
There's fucking lap. Yeah, I jumped to 141. I jumped 130 a bunch of I have one tailgate Chinook jump, and that was basically because it was like a favorite. So I was when I first got to Bragg, I was with HHB, which is the headquarters battery, right? So field artillery and any artillery, we're not companies, we're batteries. So when I got to HHB, we were just because we were considered combat support, we're a Bachelor Brigade, right? So each battery was attached to a different brigade level. So we were attached to 3rd Brigade. HHB was attached to 3rd Brigade. So fast forward, I get promoted to specialist. I take over as team chief in Delta Battery, and now I'm attached to 82nd Aviation. Well, when we go do our joint training that we went to Fort Stewart, Georgia to do joint training with 3rd ID down there, I got on the brigade commander's good side, right? So he fucking loves me, right? And he is a full-bird colonel.
Oh,
so,
Jesus, yeah.
We got rapping about, jumps, and because there was jumps. You could go on, there was like a website back then where you could go on to find out, like, what jumps were coming up, like, and then you could get put on a roster, right, to go jump. Well, he was telling me that when we got back to Bragg, that they were slotted to do a Chinook tailgate jump.
Uh-huh.
So I was like, I would do anything to get on that fucking jump. So he's like, I got you, Garrett. I got you. So I was like, no. So we got back, and then like when I talked about jumping out of the C5, it's called opening shock, right? So you get that first pull when your chute opens. When you jump out of the Blackhawk, you get no opening shock because there's nothing basically pulling you in an opposite direction. You just fall. And a Chinook is basically like you bouncing off the edge of a bed.
Oh, really?
Yeah. It is the smoothest, most serene jump ever. And we jumped at dusk. So it was like, the sky was like I'll never forget, it was like a ruby, like a orangish red color can jump. Now back then there was no digital camera.
Right.
In order to picture of a jump, you would have to use those fucking disposable cameras. But then the jump masters would always pat you down to make sure you didn't have anything that could fall off you during the jump.
Yeah.
You had to be sneaky about pulling, bringing the damn things on the jump with you.
Yeah, you got.
So, I had a bunch of pictures of jumping, like what it looked like when jumping and shit. But I wish that was the one jump that I wish I had snuck a camera or did a camera or something on so that I could take a picture, because like it was the most. It was like a art picture. It was like a fucking painting. Like how beautiful the sky, and then it was like no wind. Dude, on average, if I jumped at 1250, on average, I was only in the air about 30 seconds top. 30 to 45 seconds I was in the ground. Dude, for whatever reason, this jump, it felt like I was in the air forever. And I mean, helicopters, they do jump you a little bit higher.
Mm-hmm.
But I felt like I was in the air forever, and I just got a chance to like fucking take it in.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That was. I mean, I'd done a couple Black Hawk jumps before that point, and they were a little less chaotic than a regular, static jumping out of a 130 or a bird. So the helicopter jumps were a little less chaotic because, first of all, you don't have as many people in your truck. There's only, if you're jumping a Black Hawk, there was 10 people.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, 10 people, I think. Total. Yeah, 5 on each side, plus the jump master doing checks and all that shit. So you basically sit on the edge of the bird. You sit on the edge of the Black Hawk, and then they kind of tap you. They give you a knock, and then you kind of push off the edge.
Okay.
And
that's it. That's it.
But the Chinook, you do a reverse grip, right?
So you fall
do a reverse grip with your static line, so you basically hold it down behind you, and you hand it off, and you just walk off the edge.
So you're falling out forward?
Yeah, you just walk out, and kind of kick your foot out.
And just boop?
And, yeah, it's fucking dope, dude.
Like when we used to, did you ever jump off Fry's Leap here as a kid? Remember when we were younger? Did you ever jump off Fry's Leap?
Yeah, we got to kick your foot out.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, so you can get off over the rock? Yeah, so kind of like that. Yeah, that's cool, man.
Yeah.
So we've been just left a comment, and he's like, I got a picture one time. It was just like a picture of his wrist, he said. So he obviously was having some troubles taking the picture. He said he got a picture of his wrist. That's sick. 1,600 feet, walking off diving board, 1,600 feet. Yeah, just like that. Okay, yeah. He said it's like walking off a diving board at 1,600 feet. That's sick.
Yeah, that's exactly what it's like.
That's so sick. That is so sick.
That was pretty dope. I liked it. That was my one and only. My one and only tailgate jump was out of a Chinook.
The Chinook, yeah.
Which I guess if you had to do a tailgate jump, that would be the one to do.
It's the best one.
Helicopter one.
That's sick. That is so sick. That's awesome,
all right,
man.
Homie.
All right, man.
I tried to get to the gym earlier.
Bro, you actually spent longer than you said you were going to spend with us, man. I appreciate it, man. This was cool, eye-opening. I loved it, man. I love you.
Yeah.
We'll see you, man.
I'm glad for doing this, man. I'm glad you found your niche and shit.
I did. I really did, Ray. I did.
I can't wait for you to teach me more about it.
So here, you guys, listen. My brother Ray is going to be starting up his own YouTube channel here pretty soon. It's going to be called Ray's Reviews. All right. What he's going to do is he's going to buy a new item each month or every other month or whatever it might be, whatever he decides to do. He's going to do a review on it. He's going to do giveaways like I do. So yeah, you guys look for that in the future. Ray's Reviews. He's an awesome dude, good soldier. Definitely my favorite battle buddy. And we appreciate it, Ray. Thank you for coming by, man, and giving us some cool stories, man. I appreciate that, man.
All right, man.
All right, brother. Love you, man. All right, buddy. Later, man. Cool. How about Ray, man? Ray's Reviews, man. I'm telling you guys, look, man. If there was ever a big brother to have, man, he was definitely the one, because he's a big dude. I mean, this kid's benching 250 pounds as a freshman in high school, reps of 250. So, I mean, he was always a big guy. He was always up there in the in crowds and everything. I grew up, I didn't have to worry about nothing. Nothing. Somebody picked on me, my brother was there to clean it up. And he never had to beat somebody up. Just his presence alone and standing there in front of someone, that was enough. That was enough. Be like, so this one kid, Joel War Stories, just a funny story real quick when I was in high school. So I started out going to high school at Wyndham, which is where I live now. It's the same place I live now. I went to high school there. My brother decided to go to Westbrook, which is the next town over, so that he could play football. Well, after football season was over, there was really no sense of him going to Westbrook anymore. So he decided to come to Wyndham. Well, nobody knew he was my brother, and nobody knew who he was. And he had film class one day, which is right outside, right down the hallway from the cafeteria, across from the gym. And there was this kid that used to pick on me, or try to pick on me all the time. His name was Joel Warden. They called him War Stories because he was always telling these fabricated stories of just crazy shit. So he inherited this name, War Stories. So anyways, he's out there, and I'm walking down the hallway, and he decides that he's going to start picking on me right then and there. And all of a sudden, my brother comes walking out of the film class. He sees it all. He's listening to it. He hears it. He's walked out of the classroom, and he's like, "Is there a problem here?" And he's like, "No, who are you?" And he's like, "I'm his older brother." And that was it. Nobody ever messed with Dave again. Ever. No one. I had to fight almost every week up till that point. And then all of a sudden, Ray comes to school. Nobody's messing with Dave no more. So what a cool older brother to have. Raymond is also, he's an established comedian as well, you guys. He's gone to big comedian events. He's gone out to Vegas. He's gone to all these places, out to California to do shows. So he's also an established comedian as well. He is a funny mofo, you guys. I'm telling you that right now. He is a funny son of a bitch. Red Wolf, good to see you in here, buddy. So anyways, guys, before we shut things down for the night, and I really appreciate all you guys being in here. 21 on my first night. That's awesome, you guys. I appreciate that. And I think we did get up to like 24 or 23. But anyways, guys, I want to go over the next giveaway, you guys. And then I'll, yeah, we already did the Flex Jet unbox and stuff. It's kind of crammed in here right now. I actually have an F-15 and a Vampire and a, what else is out there? My biplane, my Dynam biplane, and what else is out there? Oh, the Bearcat's out there. But I want to show you guys this giveaway that I'm doing here. You guys probably already saw it if you already watched my video. But here it is, guys. This is the next giveaway, and I'll be doing a live stream on this giveaway next Monday. So Monday, probably about the same time we started up the stream tonight, we're going to get you guys in here. We're going to have your names in a hat. So what I'm going to have you guys do is I'm going to have you guys leave a comment on this stream after the stream's done and shut down. Go to the comments, the after comments. Just leave a comment like, "You suck, Dave. Nice haircut, Dave. You're a pansy, Dave." Anything like that. It doesn't matter. I don't take shit personal. You guys want to leave a comment on this video here, and we'll be giving this away on Monday. Everyone else's stuff, Traxxas guy, Perfect Silence or Breaking Silence, all those things. KCC, Casey, I apologize, man. I want to apologize to KCC right now, and I'm hoping that he watches this stream after the fact. I was under the impression that I sent out that saber to him already. I was wrong. It was actually in the stack of boxes with the last giveaway stuff that was supposed to go out. Don't ask me how it got there. I have no clue how it got there. I was under the impression it was already sent out. So I'm already thinking that it's gone. I actually went looking through receipts to try to find a receipt for it, and I couldn't find one. I found a lot of receipts, but I didn't find that one. So, and then all of a sudden I went to go send the stuff out the other day, and there it was sitting in the boxes. So that has been sent out as well. And T-shirts, I'm going to start trickling the T-shirts out Monday through Friday of next week. If you're still in here, The 400 subscriber t-shirt is actually on order, so we're actually waiting for that to get here. When it gets here, then I'll be able to send that out, your gift card out, and etc. So Red Wolf, you got 2 shirts coming to you, buddy. I'll pick out 2 shirts. I believe, didn't you say extra large? Can't remember if you said. How you doing, you? Yeah, you. There you are, buddy. So yeah, guys, this is the next giveaway. I'll explain what it is for all you guys that have been living underneath a rock for the last 2 or 3 months. This is the F4F. It's a one meter wingspan. It is they call it the Wildcat. That's what this is. So before the F6F came out, they had these, the F4F. Okay, the F4F was a piston engine. It had 450 caliber Brownings, but they were like the early Brownings, the ones that shot super slow. The M1 Browning, or what were they? The M1s? I think they were the M1s, the M1 Brownings. So they were really slow firing. The plane didn't have a lot of power, and the Zeros were absolutely beating the shit out of these things on a daily basis. There was actually a Japanese pilot that actually took out several of these things using one particular move by going vertical, and then when the Wildcat died out and fell out of his vertical maneuver, the Zero would just plop down on him and shoot him out of the sky. And then all of a sudden, that things changed a little later when the F6F came out. That same Japanese pilot thought he was going up against an F4F. And what happened was that Japanese pilot went up into his vertical, and that F6F went up behind him, and that supercharger kicked in, and that ethanol injection, and he kept right up with that Zero, and he took his ass out. So by the time this guy already shot down 7 or 8 planes of these Wildcats, then the F6F finally got his ass. But anyways, guys, this is the next giveaway. It has safe select. So for all you guys, what did he say? What did Blizzard say, Davey? Give me that plate. It's got safe select for all you Spectrum guys out there. I know there's more Spectrum guys out there than not. You guys know I'm a tactic guy, and maybe one of these days I'll change. My flying instructor at my flying field, he keeps wanting me to switch over to a Spectrum. So for all you Spectrum guys, this will hook up nice with the safe select and all that stuff. It's hand tossed. There is no gear on this thing. It's just a hand toss plane. I have to say it's actually pretty big for a hand toss plane too. A 1 meter wingspan for a hand toss plane. I mean, the Dynam planes are like 1.2 meter. So I mean, and I couldn't imagine hand tossing a Dynam plane. I mean, they're kind of big. They're not too small. But you can hand toss them. I have hand tossed the Tempest before. So this will be a lot of fun for whoever wins it, you guys. I appreciate everybody coming by the stream tonight and listening to my brother and talking about his jump school. That was my way of being able to talk to my brother and get stuff out of him that I haven't been able to get out of him over the years. So that's good. That was good to hear that. Craft King, I see you in here. What are you doing, man? You leaving the dark side? He said, I'm leaving the dark side. So like I said, at the end of this stream, you guys are going to leave a comment in the comment section below after the stream is over, which we're going to wrap it up here pretty soon. We've been going for about an hour now. That's pretty exciting. I was kind of hoping to get to about the hour mark and see where we were at. You guys are staying steady in here between 20 and 24 people viewing at all times. So that's pretty cool, you guys. 18 likes on the video. That's mad cool. Yeah, guys. So leave a comment. Like I said, I don't care what it is. That'll enter you into the drawing. We're going to do the bag again, but only this time, you guys. Now that the live streaming's back. We can finally do this stuff on a live stream instead of doing the video and then playing it back later or uploading it. So appreciate it, Barry. Thanks for stopping by. Jeff's Custom RC, Reckham Royce, Eric Rogers. Thank you so much, man. You're a hell of a moderator. I like having you in here doing that stuff. You're just a good friend, man, and I appreciate that. Paul Hatcher, Craft King, Red Wolf, Wayne, RC Weavin, You just found a new friend in my brother, dude. I guarantee you that. Dennis Farley, man. Thanks a lot, man. I appreciate that, you guys. It was fun, man. I can't wait to get to next Friday and get the second one. So, by the way, guys, I finally decided what I'm going to name the show. The show will be called Toe the Line. Toe the Line with your host, Dave from Dave's RC. How does that sound, you guys? Get a thumbs up on that one. Yeah, Skip, Skip, you're already in the drawing. You don't have to leave a comment nowhere. Anybody that's got a blue wrench in here, you guys, Craft King, Red Wolf, you guys, I mean, leave a comment just so I can see your name and put it in. RC Weaving, you're already in. I got you guys in. I mean, most of you guys, I already have your names written down. This is mostly for the Boozer. I've got your name already. This is mostly basically just for the guys that aren't at the subscribed at the time. If they decide to subscribe and then leave a Barry, that's you probably have to leave a comment because you just recently became a Chris Gillespie. Man, I'm probably saying that wrong again. Gillespie. There we go. How you doing, Chris? What did Chris? Chris was a winner. Chris, what did you win? Chris, you won a gift card, didn't you? A gift card or a t-shirt or something? What did you win, Chris? I can't remember now. Rick, thanks a lot, man. Good to see your face in here. I appreciate it, buddy. All right, guys. So yeah, that's the end of that. That'll be the end of the show for tonight, guys. Yes, Glibs. Yeah, yes, you got the $25 gift card. Oh, excellent. Okay. So anyways, guys, this next giveaway, Breaking Silence and Traxxas guy. I know they're probably not in here now, but those guys are out. Those guys will not be in this giveaway. But the good news is Eric, you're back in on this one, baby. So who knows? We'll see. See what happens. That's it, guys. Yeah, I'm going to cut it down now. I appreciate everybody coming and dropping by. Thanks for the thumbs up, you guys. I really appreciate everything. I think it went well for the first show. We'll figure out some more stuff to do. I'll have to collaborate with my business manager and my lead moderator and Eric and Skip Build RC. And those guys have been giving me some pretty good ideas and keeping my nerves down. Jeff's Custom RC. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We're out of here, guys. Love you guys, and we'll see you in the next show. I'm Dave. This is Dave's RC from the RC room, and we will see you guys in the next one. I'm out of here, guys. Peace.